Hi, and welcome to Fostering Conversations, produced by CASA of Southwest Missouri. This is a podcast where we share the real stories of real children navigating the foster care system. Hi, my name is Shelby Blakely, and I'm our Training and Volunteer Coordinator. Today, I have the honor of introducing David Olive. Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, we're excited to have you. Well, David is an attorney at Carnahan Evans. He received his Bachelor of Science and Law degree from University of Missouri. And then he went on to receive a Master of Law in Taxation from Washington University in St. Louis. He's been recognized as an annual honoree in Best Lawyers, Ones to Watch in America since 2021, which is awesome. It's also listed as a trusted advisor in Springfield Business Journal in 2023. David has a very busy life being an attorney, father of 2 toddlers, president of CASA's board of directors, as well as on the board of other community organizations. We're so grateful that he's made the time to join us today. Welcome.
Thank you.
Well, we'll get into asking you some questions if that's okay.
Absolutely. Fire away.
Get into the meat of it, if you will. Okay, so you've been on our board of directors since 2022. Yeah, quite a couple years. What first introduced you to CASA, if you can remember, and what kind of made you want to become involved?
So I became really introduced to CASA through Laura Farmer, executive director. Laura and I were on Leadership Springfield together and became friends. And that was in 2020. And so shortly after, Laura reached out to me and asked if I had any interest to serve on the board. And the rest is history.
That's so cool. And you've worked on some other boards now too. So what kind of made that deciding factor when you're looking at boards to be part of?
Well, I mean, I think first is the just overall mission. And so serving children in foster care seemed like something really compelling to be a part of in this community. And I think next is really just the strength of the organization and the people you work with. And, Laura and I already had a relationship and we're friends. And the board was just really strong, had a lot of momentum. I came on right as they were doing the capital campaign or starting it. And so that was really cool to come on and see that process. And then it really just hit the ground running with the new clubhouse here and the new office.
Cool. So you've done a lot as part of the board already.
Right.
I don't think everybody knows what boards do necessarily. Can you talk to us a little bit about what the board of CASA of Southwest Missouri does and what support looks like for that board as well?
Yeah. Well, I guess at its most basic level, the board is just a group of volunteers, people in the community. We meet once a month and, review financials and discuss just anything that oversight of the operations of the organization, talk about fundraising events, talk about sponsors, talk about operations expanding in Taney County. And just any kind of support we can provide, as well as just offering advice and expertise. We have several members from several different professional backgrounds, myself being an attorney. We have other attorneys on the board. We have people that work in advertising, people that work in accounting. And so there's a lot of people that serve in different fields. I think in a broader sense, the board also, I think, supports CASA's mission by kind of strengthening the organization's ties to the community, raising awareness for CASA, going out and getting sponsors for fundraising events, volunteering events, going out and raising awareness to increase CASA volunteers. So, I think the bigger thing a CASA board member can do is just be an advocate for the nation.
Yeah. How cool. So really that overarching support for the organization.
Yeah.
Maybe the employees don't have the time necessarily or expertise, it sounds like.
Right. Or it really just, I think, providing, a different avenue for a way of the organization to kind of get out.
Absolutely. Yeah. We talk a lot about what volunteering looks like as CASAs, but you brought up a great point that our board of directors are volunteers too.
Right.
It's another cool way to support the organization's mission.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks for sharing. Okay, so as someone with a legal background, what's something you've learned about the importance of having consistent advocates for children in foster care?
Yeah, that's a really good question. I think the key word there is consistent. When you hear a lot of difficult stories, and when a child enters the foster care system, they are assigned a family support team, different professionals that work in the child welfare industry that are all professional and well trained, and certainly looking out for the child's best interest. But there's a lot of turnover in this field, so there's a lot of kind of a revolving door of those team members. These children are already coming from tremendous amount of instability, moving schools, changing homes, leaving their biological parents. So having a consistent person there just to support them is really, I think, cuts to what this organization provides.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
And then does that look any different coming from the perspective of an attorney, I guess? I think that we kind of see this happen naturally if you're in the child welfare field. If you're not, it's probably new news and it's probably sad news.
Yeah.
Um, but from an attorney's perspective, what does that really look like for consistency?
Yeah. Well, I think the legal process, whether it be in children in the foster care system, or people that get wrapped up in kind of the criminal system of law, um, it is a long, drawn out, bureaucratic process that is often impersonal and is complex, and you would not expect a child that's going through such things to be able to understand that, or really handle that complexity in a way, with especially with the kind of revolving door of people. So I think again that the CASA is not only there as a kind of consistent person to help guide them through that system, but they, I think, can provide just a personal, just be a personal, guide that I think bridges that gap between the legal process and
Absolutely. All right, so we'll switch to some exciting stuff now.
okay.
As president of
Yeah.
the board of directors, what are some of your goals and your vision for CASA in these next few years?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's been, you know, such a fun ride, and the organization from where it is now, it was in very good shape when I came on board. But we're in a new clubhouse now. We're expanding into other areas and kind of the regional Southwest Missouri. I think goals going forward, I think we would like to see some kind of clubhouse in the Taney County. We got very close to securing some funding for the state for that, and I think that would be something we'd like to secure in the future. Um, I look at our fundraising events, and I would like to continue to strengthen ties with the community for our main fundraising event, Casablanca, which has always done really well. Uh, and is a big hit. Um, I think we are looking at ways we can do a second event, and we've done Lift Up a Child for several years.
We did a Jeepin event.
The Jeepin event, which we won't be doing anymore. But I think we're still looking for creative ways to raise funds, and that's something I think I'd like us to see as well. We've got a new development director coming on. We're really excited about. So I think we're in a really good position to kind of keep the ball rolling.
So exciting. Yeah, that Taney Clubhouse would be so cool to see. Can't wait. Hopefully we get some funding sorted to secure that.
Yeah.
But yeah, you've seen a lot happen, I guess, over this short time, and I'm excited to see what happens in the future. I think it's cool that this is the 10th year for Casablanca too. We'll see what throws from there.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about Casa right now. What are some of those big needs that we have as an organization, and how can the community meet us and help us and support us?
Well, I think the biggest thing is we need volunteers. Look at the numbers, we've expanded it to Taney County. And I think the biggest thing we could do is really expand our outreach as well. I mean, as well as here in Greene County. But to me, that is, I think, the biggest need we see. And I think that can be done just through expanding, relationships within the community and raising awareness for our mission.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're still a little new down there.
Yeah.
That could be an incredible support. Yeah, we talk about needing volunteers all the time. This will be a part of this episode too. Because truly these children are walking alone through this really hard thing that they haven't asked to be a part of. And so that volunteer is the biggest way to help a child in our community. Okay, well, thank you so much for taking time and energy and coming in. I know you've got a busy schedule, so I really appreciate it.
No, I'm very happy to. This is a fun break from the normal day to day.
Good. Well, happy to help. You'll have to come back and do more then, I guess, if it's a good excuse to get out of the office.
Sure.
So this is where we'll do the joke portion of our episode. Judge Hosmer in Greene County always loves for when children come into the courtroom to share a little joke. And so just as if we were in the courtroom with him today, we're going to have a child share a little joke. We'll laugh and react and see how many points Judge would maybe give them. So let's hear what we've got.
Why did the golfer wear 2 pairs of pants? In case they get a hole in one.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
That's cute. Yeah.
Love it. Okay. I'd say 2 points probably. Good one.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you everyone for tuning in and learning with us. We're so grateful for your support and glad that you could just learn more about what we're doing here at CASA. So we are another episode down and know the child's future up. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.